It's time for the daily journey. It's time for the daily journey. It's time for the daily journey. You ready? You ready? I'm about to tell you, man, I got some stuff for you. Step on in. You know what I'm saying? Now, it might not be daily, but it's definitely a journey. Peace.
Mr. Diddy.
Yo, this brother Tim coming at you live and direct. Well, maybe not live, maybe not direct, but I'm coming to you nonetheless. I just want to share some news with you, right? First off, I want to apologize to all those that may listen to G&J's Folk Tales for Grown Folks or Tribal Quotes, which is supposed to be popping off tonight on Ujima. I didn't have it yesterday on Kuji Chagalia. I'm kind of worn down a little bit, so I'm going to reassess and maybe start either next week or the week after that, start the shows again. I feel they're important, but I want to make sure that I'm having the impact that I need. Second, first news piece that I want to cover is the stock market. In the news today, while I was coming in, because I didn't get to start work yet, but I'm about to start work in a second, I'm hearing about the applause for all these companies that are over $1,000, that's trading for $1,000. But the question that should come up for those of you that necessarily don't follow the stock market, don't invest in the stock market and stuff like that. The stock market is basically the barometer or the thermostat for what's going on in American society, right? So if you want to know how well America is doing, look at the stock market, because all the companies are on the stock market, and whether they're making money or not making money, they let us know. But one of the things that stocks used to do to at least provide an opportunity, or at least to continue the illusion that the American dream was still real, was to make stocks available for everybody. This is why you have stock splits. For those who understand, a stock split is basically when a company's stock rises to a certain price, they would split the stock in half, in a sense, and make it more affordable for more investors to get involved with it. But right now, there's a lot of praise for these companies whose stock is growing up over $1,000, right? Google's over $1,000, Amazon over $1,000, Apple, if you may be close or is close to $1,000. You got all these major companies, especially for these brands that we use, Amazon, Google. All these money are making tons of money from common working folk, but yet the stock is not affordable for the common folk, right? And I'm saying that we need to be concerned when companies are able to shrug off the fact that the very stock in the company that is basically supported by people like you and myself are too high for us to get. $1,000 stock. Who want to buy? Who want to spend $1,000 on a share unless you got major money to drop? And most of the people that have phones driven by Android, most of the people who are ordering stuff off of Amazon, most of the people that have Apple products, you know what I'm saying? Most of the people that are using these things can't even afford to buy the stock off of the stock market. So the question I have for you is, how do they feel about you as a common person, right? There should be some type of backlash for them not making their product affordable, and for Wall Street not to say anything about this and to praise these companies for this is letting you know that they feel they no longer need your money. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Next, on the daily journey, family, listen. I woke up this morning bright and early. I go out to my car, I listen to a little NPR, right? Because everybody sleep in the house. And I find out that ISIS stormed the parliament in Iran, murdering people, and then blew up the monument then blew up a sacred monument. So in one fell swoop, they attacked the political system, right? And attacked the people, caused confusion, and then desecrated a sacred site. Now, all of this is telling the people of Iran, you can be touched. You can be touched. Great psychological strategy as far as, you know what I'm saying, as far as ISIS type thing. You know what I'm saying? Because now Iran is on its tail, and then you got all these other bomb attacks over there. But this is the lesson that I got from Iran this morning. The major thing that people on his own damn thing. Man, you know, I mean, I ain't even got nobody to fire. Right? So, this is where I'm at, right? Now, the key piece that you hear in the news is controlling the narrative of ISIS. Now, I've been telling you about the power stories. Brother Wakesa came here and he discussed the power of stories. I mean, those that were able to make his workshop, you know what I'm saying, about reclaiming Harriet Tubman and the power of the story. See, a lot of y'all think that the story should only be told by the victor. No, the one that's losing need to be able to tell the story too. Because even in defeat, the story can inspire others to join you. This is why they're talking about controlling ISIS narrative. Because ISIS narrative is saying right now, even though we catching hell in all these other countries, we're able to touch you. And we are supreme. Everybody is running scared of the ISIS story. Now, black folks, what's your narrative? Individual that's listening to me right now, what's the narrative of your life? If you want to get your hands up in life, if you want to move up in life, you need to change the story that you're telling. You need to control your narrative rather than having the world control your narrative. And black folks as a group, we need to control our narrative. Nobody else has the right to control our narrative. If they are controlling our narrative, we gave them permission. And I'm just challenging y'all. And I'm saying, if we aren't connected, if ISIS, who is a fringe radical group in Islam, who don't necessarily even have a place to call home, is able to raise up an army on a story and have people go in under terms of certain death, right? Under terms of certain, they knew they was going to die, but the story still pushed them forward. What could we do with our story? Our story has plenty of inspiration. Our story has plenty of victories. Our story has many defeats, but it's still fodder that can be used and built into a narrative that will move us and inspire us and future generations to do great things here and abroad. This is Brother Hatim, and I want to thank you for joining us on the Daily Journey. I ain't gonna guarantee this is every day, but we doing it.